Hello everyone and welcome to Golden Nova's First Reacts, where I react first to all the things you want to see reacted to first, as long as I'm the first person you come to react to things first. Burst Protocol has dropped a ton of goodies for us. A lot happened tonight, and they had a couple over the past few days, so we'll chuck those in as well as a sneak preview of the TCG exclusive archetype. Let's take a look at all that. But first, we have to eat our vegetables, and that includes Justice Hunters. Each one of the themes is getting a new card. It's not like they needed it. They're all doing pretty good, but, you know, you have to put the additional support in the core set to incentivize people to buy the original set, and then they get something from the core set. It's cross item product promotion stuff. It's standard TCG stuff. Anyway, first up we have Draco Tale Sheris, a new fusion for the theme, level 6 light dragon fusion effect monster. 2400 attack, 1500 defense, requires a Draco Tale monster and any monster in your hand. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. First effect, you can target 2 Draco Tale cards in your graveyard and 1 face-up card on the field of the same type as either of them, and shuffle all 3 into the deck. Oh, that's fun. Second effect, if 2 or more monsters are sent to the grave at the same time while this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card but banish it when it leaves the field. That is an effect that we've seen on a couple of other, or at least one of the other fusions I know has it. I forget if that's shared by the big boss one, but I know the other one does have that same resummon effect. That's a fun little removal effect, like it recycles. You can't hit like all 3 card types at once, but if you know the thing that you want to hit from your opponent, as long as you have a matching card in your graveyard, you can shuffle that thing plus another thing that you want. This seems pretty nifty. More cycling, more removal, and it gets to come back for free. I can dig that. Hello, Moby. Hello, Moby. We have cat guest for stream today. Everyone say hi to Moby. He might not show up on the camera, but he's with us in spirit. He's with you in spirit. He's with me right now. K9X Ripper Millennia. That's a weasel. That's a big old weasel. They made a wombat guy. Okay. No, this is Ripper, right? This is an upgraded version. It's got like the arm blades. Anyway, a rank 9 Wind Beast Xyz monster. Hey, there's no light lockout. 2 level 9 monsters. I guess that it doesn't really matter because it only mattered for the individual monsters, and those were all level 5, so this is going to be a rank up. Let's see, so it takes any 2 level 9 monsters. You can only use the first and third effect of this card's effect once per turn. First effect, if this card is special summoned by a K9 spell or trap effect, so we want to be ranking up into this, you can target up to 2 cards in your opponent's grave and or banishment and shuffle them into the deck, so it just gets their cards back into their deck so they can't utilize them. If this card attacks a defense position monster, inflicts piercing battle damage, hey! Third effect, when your opponent activates a monster effect as a quick effect, you can detach 2 materials from this card to negate that effect, then destroy all cards on the field. Yeah, that seems good. What was, K9, was it Ripper? Ripper's the Xyz monster. What's the, it's Lupus. This time it was Lupus. Okay, the thing that it gives is that it can't be targeted by card effects. Okay, is there something that protects the K9 monsters? Or at least the K9 cards, some kind of protection that makes it so that you're not blasting your own field by accident. Is it like the crime scene? There's gotta be something. Well, the crime scene gets you something. Okay, I guess I don't want to be here for too long. Otherwise, it's just gonna be me scanning stuff forever. Yeah, I guess let me know. Is there a way to get around this drawback? Because we're getting set to parity here on this one, and I don't know if I like that very much, so yeah. I suppose we shall see. Otherwise, though, nice tool for the toolbox. Assist Yummy, continuous trap card. You can only use one of the second and third effect of this card's name once per turn and only once per turn. First effect, once per turn during standby phase, you can gain 100 life points, then your opponent pays 500. Okay, you're gonna pay me to do the claw machine now. I hope you realize that. Okay, then our mutually exclusive effects. During the main phase, effect number 2, or your opponent's battle phase, you can send 2 face-up yummy cards you control to the graveyard, including this card, to return 1 card from the field or graveyard to the hand. And third effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard to send a yummy card from your deck to the graveyard, except assist yummy. So we play this, and then as long as it stays on the field, every standby phase, your opponent gives you a 100 yen coin. It's effectively like the quick sync, like during the main phase or the opponent's battle phase. So like an Excel Synchro Summon, but instead of Synchro Summoning, you're looking at a card and being like, that's going to the hand. Is that a big monster you got there? Put it back in there. Do I have a card that I want to get back in my hand? Put that back in there. And then it's also a Foolish Burial. Okay, so these are neat. I feel like Sharis is the most good out of all of them, just on the surface of it, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's something about Ripper Millennia that I'm just not seeing. It's a generic rank 9 too, so maybe this is just he's playing, all of our rank 9 decks. All the ones that we have. And by all of them, I mean just the one. So yeah, that's these are pretty fun. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next one, the 2 Radiant Typhoon cards. That's the name that the Magnificestormings were given in English. It's fine, whatever. It's just fine. I'm very normal about all of it. We got a Link monster, so now we have some extra deck representation. Unfortunately, that means Genesis format will not be seeing this card, but I think it functions pretty well already without a Link monster, so for Advanced, this is going to be a good boost. And then we got our new spell card. The Link monster is Radiant Typhoon Varurun, the Sea Spirit, linked to Wind Aqua monster, 0 attack, and needs 2 Radiant Typhoon monsters. You can only use the first, second, and third effect of this card's name once per turn. First effect, if this card is Link summoned, you can add a Mystical Space Typhoon from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Mwah, more Mystical Space Typhoon. Second effect, you can target 2 face-up monsters on the field, including a Radiant Typhoon monster that you control. Place them face-up in their owner's spell and trap zone as continuous spells. And third, if a quick play spell card is activated, you can place a Radiant Typhoon continuous trap card from your deck or graveyard on your field face-up. That seems pretty good. So most decks that use continuous, like turning monsters into continuous spells, have some other synergy to it. So like Snake Eyes will summon from it, or they have a fusion monster that you can like contact using 2 back row cards. It's not continuous spells, but Centurions use continuous trap cards as like ways to summon themselves out at quick speed. Radiant Typhoon doesn't necessarily have immediate synergy with making monsters into continuous spells, but they do then become targets for your Mystical Space Typhoons, so you don't necessarily have to pop your own cards. You can just push them in the back row, and then if you need to activate MST, boom, you get to blast it. So that's a fun thing. Now, it does push one of your own into the back row, which I'm not sure if that does anything additionally. I'd have to redouble check all of my Radiant Typhoon knowledge, but it doesn't feel like we do anything with our back row cards. One must keep an eye out though, see if anything funky happens. 0 attack, I guess like you want to have it push itself into the back row, because at 0 attack, that's going to get punched immediately for sure. But you at least want to activate your quick play spell card first so that you can get your thing that lets MST be in negate. So overall, I think this is fine. It lets you convert your tinier monsters into a Link monster that gets you MST. Our level 8 monsters are supremely easy to summon. I think activated Mystical Space Typhoon will just bring them back actually, so there's really no downside for doing that. So hey, seems pretty rad to me. And then we have a new quick play spell card, which are all fantastic. You can activate one of these effects, but you can only use each effect once per turn. It special summons a level 6 or lower Radiant Typhoon monster from your graveyard, or adds Mystical Space Typhoon from your deck or graveyard to your hand. And second effect, if this card is destroyed by the effect of Mystical Space Typhoon, you can set this card to your spell and trap zone. So all of this is the same across all the quick play spell cards. This is the only section that changes. It's a monster reborn for our smaller Radiant Typhoon monsters, so we can't get like the bosses. We updated it. Yes, we have updated it on. But because level 6 is our cap, we can get Radiant Typhoon Crocea, and this is one of the better ones to be bringing back over and over again. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a quick peek of Crocea here. Has that funny little protection effect there. That's fun. But if a quick play spell card is activated, you can special summon this card from your hand. That's not going to be necessary because it'll be in our graveyard. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can add a Radiant Typhoon card, except a copy of itself, or add a Mystical Space Typhoon from your deck or graveyard to your hand. And it is an and/or. So you can play this new one, get back Crocea, and then when it resolves, you could get back that copy of Radiant Typhoon. Elation is the card name, so that you can do it again later to keep bringing it back, and that will keep getting you Mystical Space Typhoons as well. That is kind of goofy. I dig that a whole lot, actually. That's awesome. So big props to the spell card. Link monsters, kind of fun. So good updates. I think I like the Radiant Typhoon deck. I think the MST gimmick is fun, and they actually built a deck that has cool effects that go along with it, but it's not too restrictive. It also lets you play quick play spell cards, and with Forbidden Crown going around, we've got a pretty good one. Okay, next up is DDD Sage King Alfred. Once again, this is my millionth plug. If you would like to see me cover DDs, if you want the explained video, I've had it set on my Patreon for years now. If we can get to 200, we will do it, and you can help with that. And now is the perfect time. There we go. There's my quick plug. Now it's time to get to the new fusion monster, DDD Sage King Alfred. Requires any 2 DD monsters. Fusion Fiend, level 6, great level. 1500 attack, 2000 defense. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. First effect, during your main phase, you can fusion summon a DDD fusion monster from your extra deck by shuffling its materials from your hand, field, and or banishment into the deck. Ooh, okay, so a recycling fusion. If this card becomes banished, you can target Dark Contract continuous spell and trap cards in your graveyard and or banishment up to the number of DD monsters you control and place them on your field face up. Oh, that seems pretty good. So, any of our DDD fusion monsters. Now, obviously, there's just like a million billion of them that are good. And I can sort this by fusion. Here we go. So our DD fusions, not including King Alfred, count 5 of them. Flame King Genghis is any 2 DD monsters, so like this. High King Genghis is any 2 DDs, except one is level 5 or higher. Wave Oblivion King Caesar Ragnarok, that's a big mouthful that requires 2 DDD monsters. That's a lot easier to do whenever you're just shuffling the materials back from places. Oracle King Dark is any 2 DD monsters, and that's just really good for flipping the script on your Dark Contract. Oh, you know what? It's sorted by fusions, but not fusion pendulum monsters. That I was looking for, like, well, wait a sec. Where's like the big jack? Oh, okay. I forgot that they made a new one, and it was literally the cover card of Doom of Dimensions. Okay, so Super Doom King Purple Armageddon did also require 2 DDD monsters, so if we can get those in rotation into the graveyard, we can make that guy for free. And I forget what it does, but they made these difficult summon for a reason, so I sure hope that they're good. DDD Dimensional King Arc Crisis banishes its materials to summon itself, and it needs a Fusion Synchro Season Pendulum monster. it can be regular fusioned, or you special summon it by banishing those cards from the field in your graveyard. So I think what you do is that you would banish all of the requisite materials and then use Sage King Alfred to shuffle those materials back to get you something. Okay. This is a fun little enabler. This is pretty cool. And then I'm sure there's like actual ways to banish this out of the graveyard for like other fusioning effects. If you banish this with Dimension King Arc Crisis, then this gets you a bunch of your Dark Contract cards back from out of play, back onto the field, and doing all their cool stuff again. This is kind of a funky card. I dig it. I really dig it. Also notably, there might be a lot of good stuff to do with the new Archfiend cards, because I think those just lock you into Fiend stuff, and it's some good stuff to be doing in Fiends with them. So maybe keep an eye out for the new Ritual Pendulum Archfiend stuff. Okay, last thing to talk about, this weird Chimera thing. I've been holding off on looking at this for a while now, largely because also they don't have a lot of different things. Like, it's just this. So what's the read up on this? Mercurium, the Living Quicksilver, that's a crazy name, is a rank 10 Xyz monster, which is an Aqua Dark, 3000 attack, 3000 defense, that's really bringing to mind Metal Reflect Slime, that attaches a monster from your deck to itself as material when it's Xyz summoned. And while Mercurium has material, your opponent can't activate any monster effects in their graveyard. If you have a monster with the same attribute in your graveyard, okay, Mercurium needs to be kept fed with new material to keep its effect going, but as long as you keep him satisfied, you'll be able to shut down your opponent's key strategies. It's also that time again for a brand new world premiere theme. The scientists have been deep in the lab messing around with things that are probably better off left alone. What's that? Scientists with dinosaurs? Okay, well, surely nothing can go wrong with those experiments, right? Right? Oh, that looks sick. Okay, so it's a rank 10. Well, it's not necessarily a rank 10 deck. It might be a rank up from something. Attaches from deck and then locks out grave effects as long as they have matching effects. So it cares about mono attribute decks. Well, looking forward to seeing how that comes in. We could give it 6 months before Living Quicksilver Explained, where we talk about all these things, because we got to see the first wave and we got to see the second wave before we can do it. Keep an eye out for RB, by the way. I just got my ass handed to me by an RB deck in domain format. Shoutouts to Gutter Snipe. They were piloting it like a champ. Spoilers, by the way. Yeah, so these cards, I think they're pretty good. I don't think there's a single dud in the batch. Assist Yummy seems a little underwhelming, but it does provide a lot of great utility options. Ripper Millennia is in the right hands a good way to deal with your opponent, especially if you're behind. And the fusion monster for Draco Tale is just more recycling and removal. You love to have the option for it. The Radiant Typhoon cards are fantastic. Link Monster gets you more MSTs. It lets you use MSTs as kind of removal, even though you're already kind of removing them by pushing them into the back row. It gets you the card that negates with MST. It recycles Crocia. Sage King Alfred is very funny, and I look forward to the Quicksilvers. But that's all I got from me. What are your thoughts, though? Let me know down below. Are there any combos that have been discovered with any of these new cards that you're looking forward to using? Are there any silly tech picks that any of these enable that you want to slot into your deck? Let me know. And as always, until the next time, Konami drops some juicy spoilers. I will see all of you next time. Bye-bye. Today's episode is brought to you by Dragon Shield. Get the sleeves as strong as dragon scales and save 5% on your order by using the coupon code GoldenNova at checkout while helping out the channel. It was also brought to you by my lovely patrons, including this month's illustrious Quasar Commanders, Upstairs Media, and the Critic of Innocence, Nebula Navigators, 3rd Dynasty, Ada Basilisk, Adam Zajdel, Ancient Wizard, Andrew Newman, Battle Axe, Charlie Mercury, Chibi Gohan, Christopher Fuss, Clockswork, Comrade, Eric, Frankie, Garland Chaos, Green Knight, Great Big Pillock, Groog, Hairbear, Harry the Ominous Benefactor, Iron Zero, Iskander 711, Carp, Marion James E. Picata, Meme King, Millennia Asta, Muse Clark, Neon Yaminair, Orozco 09096, Panther J, Patboos, Rebel King Lucifer, Red Eyes Jackalow, RJ the Jank Monarch, Sonic 21 Blast, That One Dumbass, Thievery Coast and the Wizard Moose, Cosmic Crusaders Ally Vatnia, Animasta, Anthorak, A Random Pup, Blade Runner 1034, Blaze Rider, Blitzwolf, Chaz Ghost, Christopher Fuss, again, Chris B, Cool Trainer Dark, Dr. Entity RIP, Eki Bullock, Edwin Perez, Eva Padilla, Herbal D, Inblink, J.A. Flair, Julian Marquez, Kale the Dragon, Lobomaru02, Manga Pages, Mr. Machina, Natiel Lee Alexander, Nicholas Murphy, Not Al Gore, Obsidian, Pombo, Rhyme Kairos, Rogue Wolf, Shizuka Nijimura, Simic Toadstool, Stephen Huntsman, The Legendary Raven, The Queen of Time, The Gene, Tiger X2476, Zaldreka and Azentha, as well as all the wonderful Starlight Explorers you see on screen now. If you'd like to help me in my journey to cover all of Yu-Gi-Oh's archetypes, get my videos early, be a part of these credits and other awesome perks, it would mean the world to me if you would check out the link to my Patreon in the description or consider joining as a YouTube member.